Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we will be reviewing 0.2 Gojo and his team compositions, what you can run him with, and what I think personally, in my opinion, is the best people to run him with. So first of all, Miguel. Okay, Miguel is really good to run him with. This Gojo is going to be busted for Taijutsu DPS as he does a frick ton of DPS damage. He buffs himself. He gives himself DPS. The only thing he lacks is some damage reduction, which Miguel is a tanker, right? He can tank that using provocation, right? Provocation on his third ability, right? And it increases his damage. It also increases his crit chance and stuff like that. It just gives buffs. This heals his own Taijutsu stat and reduces his damage and increases just damage overall in general. And then another equip that we could use for the new 0.2 Gojo would probably be King of Curses. Now, the reason why I picked this equip over the new Taijutsu equip that just released is because this equip is very busted for Gojo. First of all, you have a blue type, right? 90% damage increase, which is insane for 2 turns, right? And this Gojo stacks. We know this Gojo stacks. Secondly, we also have Jujutsu stat by 10%. So you, at the start of every 7th turn, which you stack this Gojo. So this Gojo will only reach his strongest point in 6 turns. Because first you have to use S3 once, and then you have to use 5 times S1. So at the 6th turn, at the 7th turn, you can stack it with all 10%. So in total, you're doing 100% damage with this equip, which is insane. It's unfathomable how much damage you do, and it's just damage. Like, it's free damage that Gojo will apply because he'll increase Taijutsu and then he'll get break damage. He increases break damage as well, so he does additional melee damage. It's stupid, bro. It is very stupid. Oh yeah, and then after you stack all of that, then you get also extra external break damage as well after received 1 turn 1 time. So this automatically, right, at the start of 7th turn, you get 10% stat increase for 2 turns, right? That's just busted in itself, as well as Gojo's like previous stuff that he has going for him. His Taijutsu increase, his break increase. Gojo is going to be a monster. He might be a must summon unit. Now, I'm not saying must summon as in like fully must summon, because we still have to see his gameplay and kit, but he might be on par with the must summon units. Although we have Bluda to clear. Bluda, so I'm so tired. More of the higher floors in Illusionary Tower, right? So we have Yuda that's easily like top, like, let's see if this loads. Wow. The wiki is being bad with me right now. So Yuda just gives external damage, right? Yuda does so much damage that you will need Gojo for Taijutsu, but for like mixed stages, Yuta might be able to cover. Gojo, on the other hand, is a nuke. He's disgusting. He does so much damage. He has to be one of, if not the best units in the entire game, right? Because he's doing too much. There's a point, right? There's a point where you're doing too much. And this Gojo does it. This Gojo does too much damage. He does too much. Like, every single unit he does too much damage. This guy has break damage on skill 3. He has skill 2 stat buff damage for himself. And then on top of everything, he has domain. You stun your opponent for 2 times. You increase his damage again. You increase it again. Look, increases all enemy. No, it's even worse for the enemies, because you're increasing the 3 turns damage, right? So you're increasing just free damage for them. You prevent them from using This is the same thing. If you guys played Dragon Ball Legends, it's the same thing as this is on par with Super Saiyan 4. Goku brain dead. This is so brain dead, brother. And it cancels out attack immunity. It's sure hit, by the way. Did I tell you it also inflicts infinite void status for 3 turns? And then we know infinite void is busted, and it also stuns for 2 turns, which is broken. Oh, I didn't tell you, right? Skill 2. Oh, is it just a skill 2 buff? Because last time all our other Gojos have only given us skill 2 buffs, right? Skill 2 buffs can only give, they never do any damage, right? They're only to buff Gojo. Wrong. Decreases all enemies' crit hit resistance 3 turns, which is basically just buffing the team. So you get freaking Yuda crit, because you're gonna be running Yuda with his equipment. You're gonna be running Yuda with his preferred equipment, right? Which is the one on his banner, the exorcism equipment, which gives plus 20% crit rate, right? So you're gonna be landing constant crits, and this just it decreases their hit resistance, crit hit resistance. So you're going to be doing extra damage with Yuda, right? You are going to be doing extra damage with Gojo, increase own taijutsu stat. Yes. Free damage for Gojo on top of the 10% right after 7th turn and the 90% for 2 turns. Do you guys understand how mentally insane that is? You stack all of this up while you're using this recollection bit, right? Or no, when ultimate is activated. Okay, yeah. So it's like kind of balanced. Now that I think of it, I didn't see that for a second. But you're still doing so much because you're still getting that hits. So you're doing 90% for one of your hits, which is insane, by the way. I know this Gojo is going to be crazy in his stat buff. I just feel it, right? It's going to be insane. And then at the end of turn, leave the battlefield. That's the only thing which I feel like is the biggest burden of his kit. Other than that, he's going to be insane. He's literally going to be top 1 unit in the game. We saw Yuda was top 1 for a long time, right? And Yuda has his kit. I feel like this kit's better than Yuda. I feel like it's better than Yuda for damage. It does too much. It literally does too much. The sure hit effect is broken. This, at least remove it to 1 turn, because 0.2 only stunned them for a tiny bit. So put this to 1 turn and put this to 1 turn as well. It's too much, guys. It is too much. I love this Gojo. I'm pretty sure it's a must summon. If you don't have a good blue taijutsu, it's a must summon, bro. Honestly, if you're stuck on taijutsu layers, I usually just clear with Yuda, but this Gojo will make your life so much easier. And I bet you they're going to release harder content, which you can't clear without this Gojo. Bro, this Gojo is insane. The moral of the story, guys, should you get 0.2 Gojo, we have to see his kit, but by the looks of it, he is looking very strong. I'm very, very strong. Oh yeah, the black flash, by the way. So you might be able to run this with Todo, but if you run it with Miguel, well, free damage, am I right? You just get free provocation. Oh my days, I can't speak. Provocation, right? Which is just broken, okay? It's basically a tank for Gojo. It's gonna be broken. Miguel's a taijutsu as well. Well, mix. He's kind of combined, but yeah. Summon for Gojo. Well, it's a must summon. We have to see the content. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. But all I'm gonna say is this Gojo is insane, guys. Hope to see. I can't talk today, bro. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.